I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Gerry.
previously on Nerd Poker.
About a week and a half into your voyage, something went amiss. So I'm going to ask Sarah, the stowaway, Mildred, the stowaway, to please step out of the room. Take off your headphones.
Get out.
Get into your
You guys don't talk about me too much, okay?
Finally, we get to pull our dicks out.
What do you mean, finally?
Finally, mine's been out the whole time.
Fine, good luck getting through the wall of boob flesh that I'm going to put up as a human shield.
You whisper one word of an unthinkable cosmic secret to your foe. His mind reels in terror. And Swiffer! When you don't really feel like cleaning anything, don't really clean anything with Swiffer. Take that, my actual body.
Hey, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Episode 2. Last week on episode 1, we left off, we introduced our characters. Well, we rolled first and introduced all our characters, and then Sark got us into our first
Your
adventure.
first pickle, yeah.
Yeah, and so where'd we leave off?
So, you guys were all abducted, and you woke up in the hull of a ship, the Queen's Laurel, a fantasy luxury cruise liner. And you're now trying to piece together what's going on. And you found a room full of hanging dead women's bodies.
And I think when we left off, we were just about to fight the shit out of some people. Right?
Yeah, you guys had just sort of made your way through the underbelly of the ship. The crew is aware that you guys are not where they left you, and I think you were just about ready to get...
Yeah, had we opened the door yet, or we were about to open the door?
Not yet.
Cool. All right. So last week we introduced everybody. Let's go in order real quick. My friends.
Hi, I'm Blaine, and I'm Blackie Green, half-elf warlock.
Hi, I'm Ken Daly. I'm a writer, and I'll be playing a fighter named Barthoshet.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm playing Mildred Maxton.
God, you're so timid, Sarah.
You know what?
It's just...
The
You should
Mildred
not
is
start that with me for sitting right next to me.
We're recording right now, okay?
I'm not going to bore them every time with my whole backstory.
I'm Mr. Sark. I'm the DM of this game. I'm playing everyone that isn't one of these people.
And my name is Gerry Duggan. I'm playing L. Ryan, the Bard. What do you want from me?
And back to me, my character is the dimmest of the bunch, I would think, Amartha Mon, and he is a barbarian Goliath, or a Goliath barbarian.
We're hiding behind a door. We hear noises, right?
Yeah, so let's see. You guys had moved through the underbelly of the ship, through those storage rooms, and past like all these suspended corpses of the women, some of whom you recognize as passengers on the ship, some of them you didn't recognize, could have been crew. And you guys were moving up towards like topside to investigate what the hell was happening. And I think we left off, you guys were just about ready to peek out onto the deck.
Yeah, we heard voices behind the door, right? I remember that much.
Yeah, but they're not like right there. You just hear, it's just you can tell that this is a door leading to the outside, so it's like, it's busy. It's busy up there. But
right.
you do, there was a patrol that you guys sort of evaded, so it's definitely known that you're...
Who's armed? Is anyone... We're unarmed, correct?
I think we are totally unarmed.
Yeah.
I'm going to have arms.
Oh, my God.
Are you like JJ Arms? The guy that has no arms, but all the arms he needs?
What?
You remember him? He was the guy with no arms that had the intercentral action figure doll.
Yeah, the toy, yeah.
JJ Arms.
Action figure doll.
The amputee the kids want to emulate.
Sounds dumb.
All right.
Quit.
This seems hard.
So we can see people moving through the cracks.
You
in the
are
wood and
you are
stuff.
just on the you're on a little staircase with facing a door that you can tell by the light behind the door it leads outside, but you haven't looked outside yet.
I'm opening the door.
All right, Ryan cracks open the door. You can see, and you guys can all see around him. There's the sky looks like it's beautiful. It's like a pink orange sunset, and you see crew bustling around the deck of the ship. All women. The crew is all women.
All right.
Are they armed?
Yeah, they're heavily armed, and they're all super hot. I mean, high charisma.
Okay.
I shut the door so we can talk about this.
Good conversationalists and things. That's
I've got.
Are we in a Cinemax movie?
Here's my plan. I'm going to pretend I'm Van Wilder. While everybody's giving me thumbs down online, you guys kill everyone.
Dear Dungeon Magazine. You won't believe this. Just to be clear, these are the people who murdered all the women downstairs who were this is...
Well, that would be...
Well, they killed all the ugly women, so it's okay.
That would be
the assumption here is that they have taken over the ship.
But they're hot, right?
But they're hot.
Yeah.
It's important to keep reminding ourselves how hot they are.
It's a bummer this group doesn't have anyone that's going to pass for a woman very easily.
Oh, snap.
Are there any dwarves out there? Is that going to be a dead giveaway?
Let's see. Are there any dwarves? No, there's no dwarves that you could see through. You only saw humans and some half-elves.
Okay.
But you only you probably saw peeking out there 10 or 15 people as they moved around.
And they're all armed swords,
yeah, they all
bows.
look like it looks like a mix between crew, which would be lightly armed, knives and clothes, and then there's a pretty healthy mix of some warrior chicks. It looks like.
What if we send Blaine out a Peter Scolari side?
Yeah, I was going to say Bugs Bunny, but yeah.
He does have an unusually high charisma.
It's very true,
pretty?
and I'm not a woman, so that'll help me not stand out whatsoever.
Well, but small elven... You're an elf, right?
Half elf.
Half elf.
Here's my concern.
Guess which half?
We don't exactly know where we are, so if we start to get into a fight on a ship, we may not be near land. We may not.
We could drive the ship.
What's plan B? Go to sleep? We got to do something.
Well, we could
We're
walk
on a
out
ship.
behind you with a funhouse mirror so you look normal. Does it look like there would
And
be
me,
any...
personally, Sarah.
When the door was open, was there any chance... Did it look like there was any way to sort of slink around on deck and, kind of do a toot-toot-toot-toot and hide behind masts and
that's a
things?
good question.
There wasn't any cover immediately there. If it got a little darker...
How about this? Can I use my acrobatic skills to scale some type of ladder or
Some riggings.
sail? Yes, exactly. Where I can get to the crow's nest vantage point.
You could, but you just have to get to. You didn't see any of that within immediate
Right.
reach. So
Let's get to
it gets darker?
Yeah, or I was going to say we could just go see who's in charge, go to the ship's wheel. Just go right to it.
Just up there, happy to see us.
Ryan's sick.
I
of all
assume
this
this is going to end in a fight, so...
Right. Well, I assume they put us here in the first place, so...
Here's another question. Did we, how far from land are we? Do we know?
That was my concern, too. We don't know.
No.
Doesn't smell like land outside?
No.
Can I take a look at the sky and get any kind of reading on that?
So you're cracking the door open again?
Yeah.
Let me just roll my little dice here.
By the way, you're saying it's pink and orange. Is that sunrise or sunset?
Looks like a beautiful sunset.
Like that? I
Yeah.
like that.
Ooh, romantic and dangerous.
That's the sound of my smoke-colored player character murdering dice. All right, you poke your head out the door slightly, you crack it, just looking around. It's still too light. You can't see any stars up there, so it's hard to get a...
It's kind of a shitty plan, but we could wait till the sun goes down and then just start killing these women and throwing them overboard.
Well, are any of them walking straight past us where we could, like, pick one off as she passed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about we try that?
I'm all for that.
Batman style.
Yeah.
Do you want to not kill and interrogate?
Yeah, we're talking. So put away your punching fists.
Okay, who do you want to?
And then we'll have to take all our clothes off.
who's grabbing?
Who's got the biggest, giantest mouth cover in his fist?
For
Yeah,
costuming.
I can cover her entire face with my fist or with hand or hand.
I'm super bummed out right now.
What?
I'm getting my verbs in my...
Oh my
What are you
God.
worried about me ruining it? Like
I'm getting a little
mice
hard.
and men in
Lenny-
her
Lenny,
neck? Or
yeah.
poor
You
little
did say that you
Zachary?
could cover her whole face with your fist.
Her whole breathing holes, I'll make them shut up.
So you're going to surprise fist some chick that she walks by?
Pretty lady, you go sleep now.
Just give her the seeing and hearing holes. The rest of them.
Okay.
In Russia, mustache rides you. Didn't
All
bother
right,
with
so what
the
are we
accent
doing?
for
What
that
are we
one.
doing?
Grabbing
Somebody's doing
a
that.
lady.
Who are we nominating?
Grabbing.
I volunteer to step out and grab somebody, or
A Martha Mon, the Goliath
but
barbarian.
if
is gonna
you'd rather do it more stealth-like, that's an option too.
You run a decent risk as you pop out and grab somebody that somebody on the deck is going to...
Really, it's not like shielded.
It's
in
pretty
a way.
much open deck as far as you can see outside the door. You don't know what kind of structure the door you're looking out is built into, really, because you haven't stuck your head out. But looking out, it's pretty much like a good 40 feet of open deck before there's any kind of masts. Or
What are we wearing?
you're just wearing your clothes.
We don't have like rope or any other kind of materials.
We should.
What if I scuttle out in a cardboard box, Metal Gear Solid style?
It's not a bad idea.
It's going to work. I think
Just
it's gonna work.
saying.
Luckily, I was wearing my costume as Bernadette Peters from Heartbeeps, and that gives me a +3. And
Yeah, I
Blending
volunteered to
in.
do it, but if anybody else would rather,
if you can grab somebody and pull her in, maybe we can do a quick uniform swap.
with it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
throw.
a perfectly gentlemanly uniform swap.
Okay,
Just make sure she's hot.
The old Indiana Jones on the submarine.
grab the shortest one.
Yeah. One that
No, I really don't think it should be.
kind of a Stockard Channing
I don't.
type,
I
if
think
you
it.
could.
I think it really should be you in the
Okay.
costume. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to rock.
Okay,
Blackie Green.
your charisma
Blackie.
ready.
By you, I meant Blackie.
All right, so sum
All
it
right,
up,
so
sum it up for me.
I'm gonna tuck close to the door and then and time it out when somebody gets close. And if I can, whatever I can see, if there's nobody to the right or the left of them, I'm gonna yank them inside.
Okay, all right.
If somebody starts screaming, I'm gonna conjure my spirit bear.
Oh, thank God.
Copy that.
As soon
That's
as
a good plan.
my plan is, as soon as he pulls whoever it is in here, I'm gonna get that uniform off and get it on me, and then kind of substitute myself.
Yeah, we'll weapon
Just
up.
get that
too.
uniform off right away.
Yeah, I've already got my
First
blush on,
Well, that's the thing. Like
my sports bra.
she's carrying her
We're
weapon,
really starting
but
this on
the
such an
weapon's on her
awkward-
back, or she's carrying it.
It'll depend. If it's like a crew member, it'll just be a lady in like trousers and a shirt, or it's gonna be like a warrior in armor and a
Okay.
sword.
Well, let me just kind of
You're just gonna suss it out, and whoever
with
comes
the door
by
crack.
first.
I'm at the door crack, and then
Wait.
who do I see
Okay.
first?
Briefly, can I just ask a quick question,
Totally.
which is, using my history knowledge or anyone's history knowledge, can we just quickly decide that nobody has any idea who these people are or what their group might be?
Well, let's see who wants to make a history roll.
I'll take that one. Intelligence with a modifier of 1.
I have a 1 modifier also, so.
I didn't make it.
Is it?
Anybody else want to
Is
eyeball?
everyone taking a look now?
Do it. Do it.
I've got a +1 on my history.
All right.
So the roll is just
Yeah. So,
so we know.
and this
what-
is like we're still working out the kinks in 4th edition. I'm not sure. I guess sometimes I can keep the difficulty check a secret from you. Sometimes I should just tell you. I'll just tell you. We'll make this a difficulty of it's like a 16. I'm going to give it a 16.
All right. I did not make that check at all.
Stupid dwarf.
Rolled a 4.
4 here. Okay.
Oh, dear.
No,
You guys are literally the worst dice rollers I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you.
Look, we're really
All right.
tired.
Let me see if
Sleep.
Blackie White recognizes any of the cologne.
Blackie White, I thought it was Blackie Green.
Huh? Who?
Wait, what'd you roll, Blaine?
That was a 10.
Well, that's your guys' personal best.
A 10 with my a modifier of a 3 for my intelligence.
It doesn't
So-
break 16.
I don't think
For history, it's I have a +1, so that's about what.
If the barbarian gets this, you are all idiots.
I got a 13.
No, not quite. All right, yeah.
So we
can't
don't know who
tell.
these
Yeah.
assholes are.
Okay,
I don't know who these
but
people are.
remember, when
I like you
do
guys
this-
all taking like pot shot carpet bomb.
Oh yeah.
Why not?
Skill
Right?
checks.
Might as well try.
they look like they could maybe be Turkish.
Well,
I
that
think they're
really seemed like
Iranian.
it should have worked. It actually would have been a great. Well,
When
All
I
right,
do
so
this, I
back
do
to
have
the barbarian
military
plan.
training, so
Alright.
it's not just a big dum-dum grabbing them. No, but I mean, I'm trying to be stealthy about it.
Okay. All right.
It's
so
not the way I play Call of Duty, but more like the way somebody should play Call of Duty. Like I'm looking for cover and that kind of thing, and yeah.
all right, I'm gonna roll and
Tucked
see
in the
how
darkness
long
and-
it is before a viable target comes by.
Dirty.
My God. Must be fun up there. In that brain of yours.
All right,
My
so
brain's in line for Chick-fil-A right now.
so you wait at the door, ready to pop out and grab whoever
Yeah.
is closest and alone. You only end up waiting like 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then it looks like a normal crew member who's just going point A to point B. You kind of lose sight of her actually as she is walking so close to the door. You bring all of your military training to bear. You pop the door open, just like snag her, and you guys pull the door shut as he pulls
Yeah.
this. She goes like ape shit. She's like kicking, screaming. Your giant like
I've got her off the ground,
face-
and I'm cupping her mouth as tightly as I can,
okay. All right.
but
Sarah?
also not trying to hurt her neck in any way.
She's quiet.
She's trying. She's not. Well, she's quiet because she has like a giant hand in her.
Okay, I'll bring her in away from the door so she's not close to where anybody can hear her scream.
Let's all lay on top
can
of
we
her.
disarm?
Does she have a weapon?
Yeah, can we disarm her? If she's,
Yeah, she's just got a dagger.
I'll take
Not
it.
anymore.
I'm laying on top
Got
of her.
it. No, you've got it.
I took it.
Who
I got-
Mildred grabbed it.
Yeah, now
Okay.
I'm pointing it right at her throat, and then we can maybe try to get her to shut up.
Hey, you
Okay.
guys, she's really hot.
Women
she
be
human?
yelling, women be struggling.
She's human, and she goes still when you threaten her with her dagger. Yeah.
You're in the driver's seat.
She's still being
someone-
suspended in the air by her head, though, right?
Yeah, you guys talked to her. Well, no, I've got her
Yeah.
around the waist.
Okay,
and
okay.
I don't know who's the best
Lifted
diploma.
her up with one arm, and then I've got my hand around the
High
other.
charisma.
All right. Sounds tender.
Yeah,
I asked her to explain herself.
I removed my hand.
What's your charisma?
Yeah, let's
What does
do
she
a little
do? Yeah,
charisma
yeah.
roll.
If she screams again, I'm ready to put my hand
No matter what she says,
Put
are you
your
going to
hand
summon
where?
your ghost bear?
right back
No,
there.
I don't want to cause a scene. I did not make my charisma roll.
All right, so her
Let the people know what you rolled, though.
Six
What
out
were
of
you
6.
trying to roll?
I was trying to roll a
He's-
12 or 13.
he's trying to roll high.
Yeah, I wanted to roll
he did.
high. I rolled low.
He did not roll high enough.
All right.
All right. Her response to you is, she goes. Let's see how would she put this? She's like, you're not gonna stay. Let's see. What's it?
Is she screaming?
I like the
if
lady
she's
voice,
screaming,
yeah.
I'm going to backhand her right
I
now.
want to try and make it really hot, though.
Good luck.
Because right now it sounds like Beth howling.
Get your dicks out, America.
It might help if you take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Keep your dicks out, America.
I said it might help if you take your shirt off.
Okay, now
That's
what?
just for us.
She goes. Yep. She goes. We'll have you back within the hour. You won't stay free for long. Was that hot?
That
Was that pretty
doesn't
hot?
sound like a lady at
wasn't
all.
that hot
Sorry,
at
I was
all.
like,
No, you know what, you guys? He did pretty well. The tone was. The tone was.
I wish I had a slide whistle to make the sound effect of my boner going down.
We'll post it.
Yeah, she's super bummed about this situation.
Well, she's not.
Okay,
this could
what's
get
happening
way
here?
worse for her.
Yeah, tell us where we are. And who you are.
Where are we?
She. Wait, where are you taking us? Where are we? What's the situation?
Yeah.
She goes.
And we have a follow-up.
She's like, I don't have to answer you. I'll do it in my voice. I don't have to answer your questions. You are our prisoners.
I use my intimidate skill set her on her.
I lift her towards the ceiling.
Okay, or that.
This is all happening. Okay. Well, let's roll it up.
And tell her that she does have to tell us.
Oh, well, he also has intimidate, so maybe he can, right?
You're both intimidating right now, I think, right?
I think just me picking her up and talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone's a little overconfident.
Works with me.
All right, so let's roll it up, Brian. You've got intimidate down under your skills there.
Oh, I do too.
Roll high, Brian.
Yes. Where is intimidate?
More than halfway down skills.
Yeah, I have a +6 on that. So, what am I trying to roll there, my friend?
I'm not actually
gonna
going to
tell
tell
me?
you. No,
Okay.
yeah, you just want to roll high.
All right. Roll high. Boo.
What is going on?
I'm
with the dice
ready.
rolling?
I'm ready to
I'm
intimidate.
usually all right, but that I rolled a 2. Mwah.
So
Not high at all.
Amartha
kinda
Mon just holds her up
untimidated.
and is like, you don't even know.
Which is what happens in real life when I try to be tough.
Right.
Don't make me cry harder.
I'll hurt you with my tears.
Okay, I rolled a 6. wait, hear me out.
Should we high
I
five?
have a +6.
Well, I'll try.
Double digits.
I've just. Well, you go ahead.
Son of a bitch.
I've
We all rolling
decided.
nothing?
I've decided I'm going to be the bad guy in this situation. I'm
here
going to
comes
punch
the bear.
her. I'm going to punch her right in her solar plexus.
Whoa! That is so
Wait a
not.
minute.
That is so not the Jerry we
All right,
know.
roll-
That's a woman you're punching.
okay, roll.
Hot woman.
Let's see.
Hang on, let me
You
get
have
my
to roll
finger.
it.
Don't worry,
so-
he's going to roll a 3 and miss.
Oh wow, he pulls a 19 on this. That was
Dude.
almost
That was
20.
reverse psychology.
By the
He
way,
just
you
punched the
guys,
shit out of her, you guys.
all you listeners, we are new to 4th edition, so we're going to be figuring some of this stuff out. But we are sticking to the idea that 1 is a botch and 20 is awesome.
Sure.
So you got to be careful because every now and then, if you're trying to punch somebody you're asking questions to,
And
you
that
might
was-
roll a 20 and punch their head off. You've done this before,
Although,
Jerry.
thankfully, it was kind of a called shot, so doesn't it make it a really good
Yeah, that's
specific
true.
punch?
It's just he really
Yeah,
right
but
in
you
the
could
center.
still-
You stop her
He
heart.
really
You can
sold
still
her
fuck up her
plexus.
Yeah.
guts.
Yeah.
Or where's the solar
What's
plexus?
your,
Yeah, right.
well, his strength is 8, so it's going to be sort of like getting hit with a Nerf gun, probably. But
Haha.
yeah, so you haul off and throw like a ferocious 8 strength punch. Boom! She's like, "Ow!"
That's all it was good for.
But
My
it
guts.
does subdue her slightly. Yeah, I'd say you drew first blood figuratively. So she kind of settles down in your grip there, Amartha.
Okay.
Where are weapons?
That's a Marth. A Martha. Every week, I'm going to have to defend my name.
She goes, so she's slightly, sobered by the fact that you guys started the punch party. So she's like, we have your weapons in a forward storage vault. It's connected to the room you were held in.
And how many are in your party?
She's like, I don't know how many are on the ship. Hundreds.
Of hot women.
Are they all ready to be seated?
Where are we
do we have
going?
So
anything
that
to- do we
implies,
have anything to
just
bind her?
in case the geography is sort of messed up over the time span since we played last, that implies that your gear's probably in that room through the locked door
Yeah.
that you couldn't
Oh,
get through.
underneath.
You went the
Yeah,
other
back in
way.
the-
Yeah,
People were trying to get in?
Right,
that door?
Yeah, behind us.
Right.
Where are we going? Where are you taking us?
She's like, I don't know what the heading is. I don't know where we go next. That's for the captain and the first mate.
Hope it's not Puerto Vallarta.
Do we have enough answers? Do we want more answers, or do we bind her and tell her to shut up for a long time?
Let's make her take us up to the captain. Snip this in the bud.
That's not going to work.
Nobody's going to care. You think?
No, I think the best thing for us to do is
guide us.
That's what I want.
Oh,
quiet her up for a while and.
Well, aren't we in the linen closet or something?
No, I don't mean it in a creepy way.
Sorry, there's a lot of weird subtext to this.
No, bind her and and
maybe Orion can punch her where she
tie her up,
quiet her down.
Yes,
pull down parts of her clothing.
Put a gag in her mouth.
Well, no, but it keeps you quiet when you have your clothing pulled down.
You should
apparatus.
You should punch her in the mouth that words don't come out of, Jerry.
Is she wearing stockings?
Her abdominal mouth.
Oh boy.
Oh.
What? You guys make it all weird. Why are you looking at me all weird?
I did not start this.
I'm shifting uncomfortably in your seat.
I want to kiss her.
We got to go see we got to get to the captain.
Ryan's calling shots. He's about ready to walk out onto the deck.
Well, look,
I think that's the wrong way to go.
They're taking
I think the best way is to get our weapons back, and then.
But people were coming in behind us.
Can I just ask her? Can I ask her another question? What I would like to know is they've murdered everybody else on the ship. Yes, so they just want the ship. Is that what their goal is here?
She's like murdered who? What are you talking about?
The passengers on this ship.
I pick her up and show her a corpse close to her face.
Well, the corpses are like back away.
He meant his penis.
She goes, nothing's happened to the passengers.
Who are all these dead bodies down here?
Yeah, we did see quite a number of dead bodies.
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
See, I'm thinking there's another, because it sounded like male voices behind us, I thought.
So where are the passengers of this ship?
She's like, the passengers are in their quarters. They're enjoying the cruise.
This is one crazy cruise.
Yeah, what is?
It's almost like it's a Scientologist or something.
So she starts to get a little rowdy again. She's like, "Let me out of here!"
All right. Does somebody just want to knock her unconscious, and then I'll put on the uniform and go out and take a look around?
I'll do my sleeper. I'll put her to sleep.
I feel like there are more questions.
No, it's a military move.
No, I know, but I do feel like I don't know why we want to put her to sleep now.
Hole.
Forever.
Even if you're just putting her to nap time, I don't see how that's helpful right now because.
Well, I don't know what else to do.
Well, can we
tell me what to do, and I will.
Well, I think we should just get as much information as possible because it sounds like she doesn't think...
I thought we had gotten as much as we could get from her.
I'm gonna just set into place right now that if you say it, it happens. So this discussion is happening over her.
So she's already
over her knocked out body. Brian pinches her.
That's all right. Does he have to roll for that or no?
Okay with it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. You said I put her in.
No, you did. You did.
Okay. She's all right. I put her to sleep.
I heard a period at the end of that sentence. Not a question.
Okay.
And how do I look? Because I have this uniform on.
Did you take her clothes off?
Yeah, totally.
Wow. Okay.
Black and green is not fucking around.
So then that happens while she's asleep, because I didn't hear that happen earlier.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
and none of you guys saw anything, right?
Right.
So now this is the awkward stripping of the unconscious hot prisoner.
Walking
sequence.
on sunshine, yeah. I'm keep coming out in different uniforms, and they all go thumbs up, thumbs down. Oh, no. It's the big clothes montage.
The bard kind of misses his spirit bear right now.
Oh boy. I can see her bubbies.
Wait, if she's a pirate, why would she say that the passengers are enjoying the cruise?
Yeah, something's not right.
She's a crew. She's crew on the ship. She's
regular
not a pirate.
crew.
Ship's crew.
If she's regular ship's crew, then we definitely don't want to be putting them to sleep, right? Because they're not.
Is some kind of barefoot.
Well, we should have talked about this a minute ago.
I tried to. It was too late.
She's so you look like
she's not dead though.
A horrific half-elven tranny, and she looks like a dream come true.
Does she have is there any sort of a scarf that she has? Maybe any kind of
shirt, pants.
I'm sorry, but can't we just walk out there
off.
now that we've established that these people are not the people who that
I've about had it with you
I'm
people,
confused.
so
No, but
I'm
she
excited
knows-
about leaving.
She knows
and
where our
going out
weapons
onto
are.
the
She knows
deck.
our weapons were taken by somebody.
That's true.
Hey, here's a plan.
I don't understand.
I'm going to take a page from a little religious text called Star Wars, and I could. Here's a suggestion. I could walk you guys up to the captain and go, "Hey, I found these guys downstairs," and then we just open up a whole can or a couple of batches of Pillsbury Whoop-Ass.
Okay, before we open that, let's take a quick break and for commercials, and then we'll come back and fuck some shit up. And we're back. Time to do something we might regret.
All right. Well, if you guys aren't into that, I'm gonna and if you guys are cool with this, I'm going to take a quick gallivanting around the deck and see what's going on, and then I'm just gonna go out and kind of do a quick pass around, see what's happening, see where people's locations are, see if I can see land, all that stuff, and then duck back in.
Wow, so we're going to have to
Okay.
split up.
Yeah.
You want us to leave the room?
Yeah, I think so. Just for a couple minutes. This will be a quick.
So everybody listening knows when a character goes off by themselves, they have to go with the DM, or we have to leave because we can't hear what Blaine sees till he comes back to tell us. And something might happen with the DM where he's not able to come back. So hopefully he does.
Or maybe he
And
learns
we'll
secrets
see you in
that
a
he
minute.
does not want to share.
Right.
That could happen too.
I love you guys.
All right, audience. It's just you, me, and Blaine, aka Blackie Green.
What is that's right, Sark?
All right, so you are now dressed in the crewman's outfit, and you're gonna pop up and do some recon on deck.
I am. I'm going
Okay.
to jump out of the this door that the woman was grabbed from, and I'm going to start circulating like no big deal.
Okay.
I'm going to keep my head down.
So
eyes
let's
up.
do a low difficulty charisma check.
All right.
Blackie Green's charisma is nightmarishly high. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's 19. It's
He's
like
a-
my real natural charisma.
He is a handsome devil, a manipulative, possibly if he wishes. He's,
Yeah, you know. He's got his feet in a lot of pies.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna say let's make the difficulty check on this a 9.
A 9.
Yeah,
So I'm going to need to roll a 9 or higher.
9 or higher with your charisma modifier added
Okay.
on there. Yeah.
A 14 plus my 4 would be an 18.
All right. So you easily blend in as you step out onto the deck.
It's my conditioner, I think.
And you start doing a quick lap. First thing you do is you, being somewhat of an astronomer, you start to try and get your bearings. Oddly, though, the time of day seems to not have changed over the last 20 minutes. At this point of a sunset, normally it would be significantly darker. As you move over to the edge of the ship, and you look out over the edge, you're greeted with a little bit of a surprise. There is no water. The ship is. It looks like the sunset sky is 360 degrees around the ship, almost like it's a field that the ship is kind of floating in. Moving around, kind of keeping half an eye on that and half an eye on the activity on the deck. You notice that there is indeed no males visible on the ship. You do see like knights and warriors. These females that are acting as almost like foremen and female crew. You do not see any guests though moving around on the deck, so you're not exactly. There's a little bit of a disconnect there with the intel you got from that crew member.
Is the vibe like I'm on some sort of chartered military vessel?
The vibe is, there is a little bit of a strange sort of brainwashed air to the whole thing, but you just nothing really adds up.
Okay, and the warriors that are here that aren't on the crew, what do they look like? They look like regular humans? They look like they have weird
Humans
armor?
and half-elves. You don't see anybody that's not human or half-elf. And you got on the ship there was dwarves and dragonborn and, there was a variety of folks on this ship. But Yeah, they're moving around. They're running the show. They're calling the shots. In some cases, they're just standing there keeping an eye on things. As far as geography on the ship, you see that the door that you came up out of is, you guys are sort of you're sort of mid-ship, at least on this side that you're looking at.
Okay.
As you kind of complete a real quick lap on the deck and you move over to the other side of the ship, you see, as you look out over that edge, you see that you are actually, again, you see this kind of beautiful orange and pink and purple glow around the ship. But you see that you're actually, this massive thing that you're on is not actually the ship. It's like a pontoon on the side of an even more massive like hole, so it's almost like a
lifeboat thing or a dinghy
you guys
thing.
have been attached to an even like larger ship now, so it's almost as if you guys are a pontoon on the side of this, and that's connected by these metallic structures, these two metallic beams that are probably 30 feet tall, 20 feet wide, and they extend maybe 100 feet to the whole of this massive steel ship.
And the ship, does it look like a sailing ship? Does it look like does it have windows? Does it have anything that I can
It looks like a
grasp?
sailing ship that has no masts or sails, sort of.
Okay.
So it's like the hull of a like Titanic sailing vessel.
I know I'm in space. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. Can I sort of like make a note as to where guards are located, where people are, like where, if there's people stationed in certain places, so that I can report. I just want to make sure that I lay it out in my head so that I can report this to these guys.
Yeah. Okay. So there's people moving around. You get a couple like patrols that repeated a route, and you see a couple guards that you'll be able to remember. They seem to be just chilling there. Other like bits of info that you probably like glean from this are the captain, whoever they're talking about, the captain is probably not on this pontoon, not on your current vessel, not on the Queen's Laurel that you guys embarked. It's probably on the main ship.
Does it look like I would be able, or that we would be able to scramble up those connectors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it would be a little bit, they're huge, so you could easily do that.
Okay.
Little hair-raising if you're afraid of heights, because you are staring over like
surrounded by heights.
Sort of an abyss. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And anything else suspicious that I would notice, like any weird, like you said, there was a brainwashed vibe. There's no being fed into.
No weird, no, nothing like that. It's just, the brainwashed vibe comes from everyone acting so normal in what is clearly not a normal situation.
Okay. The way stewardesses act in turbulence.
Right.
Okay. And, can I detect any magic, like a sort of ozone? Do I have any sort of like?
Do you have detect magic?
I don't have detect magic, but Blackie Green's a pretty badass warlock. So I think if like if he would have an inkling that there was magical activity going on.
Other than the fact that you're spell jamming and that to power an intergalactic flight of this scale, there's some pretty serious mojo on that main ship.
Okay.
But other than that, no, nothing is like, you don't see any like glowing orbs powering things or anything like that. It's just the scale of the thing is impressive.
Okay. Well, Blackie Green's going to take a quick snap of himself in front of the abyss for my Facebook page, and then I'm going to casually make my way back to my compatriots.
All right, let me grab everybody else.
I'm
Entertain the audience, Blaine.
All right. Well, we're brought to you tonight in part by Coconut M&Ms. It's like M&Ms, but with coconuts. That was a little too real. We're also brought to you by Velvet. It wears off eventually. Velvet. We're also brought to you by Pier 1, where your mom goes to break things. Pier 1. Now with parking. Hey, guys, what's happening?
All right, so
what'd you find out?
Blackie Green skulks out of the doorway and disappears for about 5-6 minutes.
I come back with like 5,000 skee-ball tickets.
Are you guys just chill in the stairway, right?
Yeah.
No shenanigans
Just
that we
watch
need to
that
have.
lady breathe.
Do we need to have Blaine step out for anything, or are you just chilling?
No.
As long as that
Straight
woman
chilling.
doesn't wake up screaming, everything should be fine.
Okay. Nope,
All right.
she's still
Yeah.
barbarian sleep.
Nobody
Strong
put their
with her.
parts in her.
Oh, my
All right.
God.
Only because you were here.
Well, here's the good news. We're all going to have a lot more frequent flyer miles. Here's the bad news. We're spell jamming. We are in some sort of outer space situation. This ship right now is being towed like a remora on the side of a shark by a huge cable to a giant steel ship with no sails. That's apparently some sort of weird mother vessel that's towing us.
We're no longer in the water?
No, we're not in water at all. There's no water going on.
Skywater?
Yeah, we are in Skywater. Not Skywalker, because that would be a legal problem.
So it would look something like this. I'm just holding up a little diagram here.
Oh, it's beautiful. I wish you guys
So-
could see it.
You're such a good artist.
This is sort of like your ship, right?
It's like a dildo with a HUD on it.
God damn it. Literally no D&D map can ever be drawn without looking like a gaping vagina or a giant veiny dick.
And it's
Oh, I
not
think it's
'cause
the veins that did it.
It's not because I see cocks and vaginas everywhere I look. It's just
So-
because you can't draw.
So this is like your ship, and it's connected with like these
Penises.
almost like bridge style, these steel
Penis
bridge
bridges.
style
Okay,
things
so
to the
now-
giant steel dildo.
Now what he drew is to make it look less like a hut. Now it looks like
Stop
a
putting it away. I
small
haven't seen
cock.
it yet. Can I see it, though?
A small cock that has attached itself to a larger cock.
With two smaller cocks.
It's basically like Penn State in a nutshell, if we want to be current. The SS Sandusky.
Oh man.
What, too soon? Never too soon for child molestation. Jokes.
Okay, so did you talk to anybody or you just had a look
I
around?
think we just had our first deleted scene.
It's all fucking gold. Keep going.
You just had a look around. You didn't talk to anybody. You just,
No, I did not. Although I had a couple people give me high fives and thumbs up on my
nice.
lustrous locks.
nice.
Yeah, there's crew walking around, and there's military types walking around. It's all humans and half elves. I didn't see any dwarves, any dragonborn. So you're going to stick out like even more of a sore thumb, and you're just going to be
Well,
How many,
Awesome,
yeah.
I think is the word you're looking for.
I'm gonna-
And
how
awesome?
many military guys did you see close to us?
What?
Like, how many people
Oh,
were you taking out of?
you saw a couple patrols and 2 stationary.
Okay.
Did you see any passengers?
No passengers.
Things seem
Everybody's crew.
things seem kind of peaceful, or
Yeah, it seems like everybody's kind of on the same page. Nobody's freaked
Okay.
out about anything. It doesn't seem like there's a hostage situation.
Are the stationary
us.
guys level, or are they up high, or
It's on the deck. They're on the deck. I mean, you'd have to make a little bit of a
but no
break.
crow's nests or anything like that?
No,
you could
no.
see.
No.
Well, I mean, on your ship there are masts because this is a
But
sailing
not that
vessel.
you saw. You didn't see any snipers or anything like that.
Well, I mean, you assume that they are there because there is a lot of guards, but basically Blaine just looked at the closest ones to the door and memorized where they seem to be.
I think
About
we
what
have-
time is it? Like, how are we close to dark?
There's no dark anymore.
It's
It's
space-time,
constantly we're in a eternal sunset going on out
in
here.
space, no one can tell the time.
I think
not
we
the slogan.
have two choices. We can go back down, try and get your guys' weapons, maybe.
Yep.
Or we could press on and try and get to the captain of this
I
ship.
say we
but-
try to weapon up first.
Yeah,
right?
I'm very confused about who was barging in behind us originally. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, well, especially when we thought we heard they were guys. Well, that was never defined, right? We never asked if they were guys.
I'm
We
just
heard-
very
We just heard
sexist.
voices.
You just heard
In
voices,
retrospect, were they ladylike voices of rage and anger?
yeah. Yes.
Did they sound sexy?
Yes.
Well, you guys,
All
it's probably
right.
them.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
So,
Again,
do we want to go back down and try and get
I will be
into that
saying
hold?
this all the time. Get your dicks out.
Yep.
Or keep
Get
them
your
out.
dicks out.
I need a little talisman.
I don't need weapons, so this is
Ryan
not my.
Oh, right, because you're a bear.
Another big shot.
I don't need weapons.
Except a giant bear is a weapon.
Yeah, you know that.
Right? I mean, let's be fair.
That's my favorite Pat Benatar.
I don't need. I don't need it
Bear
either.
is a weapon.
Yeah.
I thought Neil Gerardo was her weapon.
So, what's
Plus
the
2
plan?
overbite.
What's the plan?
Somebody can have this dagger.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
need a
start
weapon.
flipping. I brought in an hourglass. Audience, now you're hearing what I have to put up with. These guys go all over the place. I brought in an hourglass just to start flipping it on you. Time
You wanna see the
limit
Muppets?
on decisions.
I'm sure that's really going
I'm
to work.
flipping it right now. There we go. You have
All right,
that long to
No
make a decision.
consequences.
Let's go back and get some weapons.
Yeah, so we weapon up. Even
Can
though,
we take the
even though the bear whisperer here doesn't need them.
Can we wake up the lady guard?
Okay.
Maybe give her something to cover her nude body with,
Okay.
just for
Who cares? Let her sit there naked.
My
Just to
hands
try
in my
to-
mouth.
Right?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a little good cop thing, and
She needs a bath. A tongue bath.
so they just need to keep doing that kind of stuff, and then I will, be this lady's
It is.
savior.
It's automatic. Good cop, bad cop.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You're going to help us take her.
Creeps.
That makes it hotter.
Okay, so you're going to wake her
You
up.
should take your
Yeah,
clothes off.
I do
too.
want to show her. I want to see her reaction to all those bodies.
Sark's
and
hourglass.
Try to get a few
Yeah.
more answers about.
I want to see her
what's going
reaction
on.
to all those bodies.
Sarah got in at the buzzer. She's waking up your prisoner. So it's like, some pat on the cheek.
Yeah, I'm like softly stroke
Brushing her hair.
Yeah, just like.
Yep.
Wait,
you know.
did you say you want to force her to look at a bunch of dead, naked women and see how she reacts?
I don't think I said it like that. I
That's
think I'd
really
like
creepy.
Well, you know what? I think I'd like some answers, and I think everybody else here seems to be happy to plow forward. No pun intended.
Yeah, I'm
without
totally
them
gonna plow
and
forward.
yeah. Okay.
All right, so she wakes up kind of, her eyes
Delighted to be in my arms.
flutter awake.
Right.
Yeah.
3 cheers for mouth to vagina resuscitation.
You guys hear up top. You hear a couple
I'm 48.
shouts that are sort of out of place. You're not sure what kind of what that means, but there's a couple shouts up there.
Just like shouts, no words.
No discernible words, but
They sound like
something
they've
slightly
been
out of the
alerted.
ordinary.
It's
Sounds slightly alerted. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the door and open it a crack and see if I can hear anything more specific than that.
I'll open you a crack. Jesus.
Release the crack.
All right.
And
El Ryan peeks out the door. He's keeping an eye on things. You see a general, not a general. It's not like a full alert, but there's a little bit of a bustle. Could be that they've noticed that somebody didn't show up where they were supposed to be, or it could be something else completely unrelated. Hard to say. Meanwhile, you have an awake prisoner who is genuinely wanting to know what you want. Why are you doing this?
So
It's like this. What do you want? Why are you doing this?
well, that's hot.
Ken, put your penis
Finish
down.
up.
Baseball players, baseball players,
well,
baseball players.
maybe
baseball
just to
players.
revisit where we started. We all woke up weaponless, right? In the hold or whatever.
Yes.
But some of us were just on a pleasure cruise,
Yeah, I
and
was
so
just there.
Now we're in space.
right, and now we're in space. So I'd like to just go over those facts with her, see what she has to say about that.
We thought we were going to Poughkeepsie.
Right.
She goes. She's like, "You're lying. You're lying. You are the captain's prisoners, and I'm not going to believe any of this."
I tell her to look into my eyes. Do I look like I'm lying?
No, it's getting
Let's
weird.
roll a little charisma check here, because it's getting serious.
Okay.
All right, so
I have.
Mildred's charisma is 13, so she has a +1 ability modifier. This lady seems pretty adamant on her position. I'm going to say difficulty 17.
I smell a trib scene going on.
All right.
The trouble
There
with
we
tribs.
Oh!
I rolled an 18.
Mildred rolls an 18 and manages to soothe and calm this chick down.
Hot dwarf on lesbian action.
So she goes as you explain the situation to her. She kind of goes from convinced that you guys are basically like stowaways, to sort of she regresses to confused. She's like, I don't know, I don't know why you're here. I haven't seen any other like prisoners on the ship.
So then
she's like,
I'd like to take her.
I don't even know what you're doing on the boat.
Can I take her to the body room?
I think we all need to go down there.
Let's
and
go
get
to the body
weapons.
room, you guys. Let's just do it.
Body room!
But none of this adds up, because if she's a crew member, it's like, this is, what's the...
Why are we being
What cruise
showed?
were you on?
I'm starting to think that the placid vibe is some sort of actual... there's some sort of psychic wave or a spell going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to lift her up? Gang?
Do you want to lift her up? Is that what you'd like to do?
Well, he's got all these military
Hey, she
skills.
can walk, right?
Yeah.
She can walk now?
Yeah.
Is she going to?
Yeah,
She'll walk.
Mildred just made
I worked
a
my-
She's in
charisma
love.
check.
Okay,
And,
okay. Well,
by the way, when stuff like that happens
I'm
in this
standing
game,
by.
audience, I as the DM, have to make a note and award experience for
Cha-ching.
extremely good role playing.
Nice. I'm glad I told her to do that.
I'm going to close my eyes.
do I get an award for not raping her?
Right?
I'll give me.
L. Ryan is speaking with spirits right now.
I feel a little disconnected from my.
Did you ever get that in Cub Scouts Blaine, the non-raping badge?
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, I worked hard on it.
A non-raping?
Never worked. I just couldn't at the end of the day.
It's hard not to rape sometimes.
All right, so L. Ryan goes into a little bit of a trance. He's kind of muttering under his breath. It really looks like he's speaking with spirits.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
really
He's flipping us off.
did not even attempt to talk to us about what he's doing. Not cool.
He's going to fuck his spirit bear.
Well, we just continue on to the body room without him.
Hey man, it's Randy of the Redwood. All right, so you guys traipse on down the steps. L. Ryan, you're communing for a moment.
Hey, boo boo.
So this will give you like a bump on a check if it's within the next like 10 minutes or so. Okay.
There's probably going to be a lot of checks coming up.
Okay, so you guys march your prisoner down to back down the steps and through the little hatch, the duct you crawled into. Okay, I assume somebody's in front, somebody's bringing up the tail end, so it's like she can't get away or whatever. Yeah, no?
I'm wherever you want me to be.
We're following her.
Well, we'll be in the center. You could lead Martha. You can go first, and Bartha. Marth.
Marth.
So sorry.
Brian's gonna come over the table at you.
The Bartha is just because I'm hungry right now. That's why I was thinking about that. And
It's also not our fault. His last name it starts with a sound. So you go, Martha. It's natural.
so he can lead us in the.
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys escort. You guys escort her back through to the, and you're a little on your guard, I assume, because last time you came through here, you're assume you were being pursued. Yeah. You get back down there, not to the room you awoke in, but the room with all the bodies hanging, which you found on the way out, and
Let the bodies hang. Oh.
The crew chick that you have as a prisoner is immediately like freaked out. She's like, she starts wigging out. She's like, "Oh my god, this is horrible," and she's like, and you guys are sort of for the first time like really looking at these
Corpses.
Yeah, these suspended
And they're all
bodies.
Are
They're
they-
all in like, they're not like decayed and disgusting. They just look like they're asleep, but they're suspended from the ceiling by rope. So
Are they dead?
Yeah, they're dead.
Are they upside down suspended?
No, they're hanging by their necks.
Ooh.
Are they hot?
Yes.
and it's non-humans too, right? Is this passengers?
This is all humans and half elves.
Oh.
Yeah. It looks like these all these bodies are naked, so it's hard to tell what they who they were.
Maybe they already did the switcheroo with the costumes, and then those people are.
Yeah. You hear you finished communing with spirits, so you're back with
I've joined the group.
Back with the group. So as you guys are sort of like observing, right? Are you
Yeah, just sort of trying to figure out what's going on.
So she starts like wigging out. And as you kind of approach her, you see like she's like on the ground, like on her knees, like sobbing, just like horrified, beyond words. And it's kind of confusing. Something just like really set her off.
Something about these bodies must be freaking her out.
Did she see herself? Okay, yeah. So I go up to her and gently put my arm around her and say, okay.
Yeah. So she basically, I mean, maybe that's comforting to some part of her, but she's
gone.
She's basically gone. But you follow a couple of her sidelong glances up, and you see that indeed she's like kneeling below, like herself, like a body that looks just like her, exactly like her.
Pods.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are, but
some
That's
type
creepy.
yeah.
That's super creepy.
Well,
Let's get to your weapons. Let's move forward. What do we do with her? We bring her along.
Well, maybe she wants to have some catching up to do. Hey, remember that time you and I were in school?
So she's like destroyed. She's like basically like scream crying.
I remember when I found my body hanging in front of me.
She's like on her knees, and she's like got her head in her hands, and she's just.
So
does anyone have a Valium? Or
I'm assuming we were going to be next, maybe, or it's part of the
Well,
process.
yeah. I mean, if we don't see there's no male bodies down here. What do you guys want to do?
Find our weapons.
Yeah, I guess let's go get our weapons.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I don't really feel like being too sneaky.
What should we do with her?
Will she just sort of like move along with us if I just kind of pull her?
So you give her like a little tug, and she sort of shifts. You see that like her hands are now like covered in blood where she has them held up to her face.
What's happening?
Is it her own blood, or was it from the what?
Hey, what's happening?
She's just laying there. She's just on her knees there crying.
Where'd the blood
Is she
come
crying
from?
blood?
So, well,
Is her face off?
are you going to
What's happening?
investigate?
Yes,
Yes.
of course. I'm looking at her face. Did she rip her own eyes out? What's happening?
That's super weird. That's why. we're
So
confused.
she's hunched up in a ball. As you go to like pry her hands away from her face, you see that she's like literally cinched into like a ball, and she's like shaking. And you can see that there's like blood just like cascading now out of her eyes and her nose. It's starting to come out of her ears, like she's.
Hey, that's gross.
Gross.
What the hell?
So I'm thinking Arby's.
I'm moving away.
I put her down.
Oh,
What?
Or should I?
Too late.
Damn it. I hate that. I always forget that.
I'm very glad I moved away.
He didn't say Simon Says.
All right, how's it gonna be, Brian?
I snap her neck.
Just with your hands.
Yeah.
All right, so let's roll a strength check here.
And her abdomen opens up, and two jaws bite your arms off, and then Kurt Russell sweats.
No, let me do that thing.
That's another internal rule we have is when you roll your dice, it's got to be inside the dice box.
16.
All right, it twists like 270 degrees all the way around. She goes real quiet.
That was the right call, right?
I'm sort of rethinking my decision to arm you. I'm definitely.
Look, she seemed pretty dead at that point when blood's coming out of all your holes. And it's
Blackie Green thinks she was starting to dissolve back into some sort of realization thing.
You're a cat lover. If your cat had blood flying out of all its holes, you'd put it down, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
and then I'd
glad
have it made into a belt.
So glad you do not work in a hospital. Oh, blood. Well, crack.
I slipped going up the steps, and my tooth is a little.
And on that sweet note, we're going to call it. And so
You're finishing this show with your murder?
Yeah, that's how it timed out, my friend. Well, that's it for episode 2. I want to thank all my friends. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Brian, for murdering people.
Next week, we'll be back with episode 3 of Nerd Poker, Dungeons and Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.